today was just one of those days that is just non-stop. And I know you've been there before, and I haven't had one of those days in a while, it feels like. But what I mean by it is today was a day where Everly, my 2-year-old, was supposed to go to daycare. And that gives us some time to catch up and do things that we need to do. But unfortunately, daycare, it's like a home daycare. And so one of her kids was sick. And of course, you don't want to send your kid there. So she had to cancel on the whole, 4 or 5 kids that go there, which is perfectly fine. I'd rather Everly not go. But I'll tell you what, I had an appointment for getting my an allergen test to go get done. It was an hour and a half away. And Alex also had her own things going on. But I didn't expect to have to bring Everly with me to the test, and which is fine. I didn't mind bringing her. I said, you know what? Yeah, no problem. I'm happy to bring her with me. But an hour and a half drive there, hour and a half drive back. And it was funny because like the only time I really had a break was when we were on the way there. Within 10 minutes of driving on the way there, Everly started to, and I caught her trying to fall asleep, and I was like, oh, you can't keep your eyes awake. I was messing with her, and she finally just, I'm like, it's okay, you can pass out. So around noon, she fell asleep, which is perfect because it's like our nap time. I'm going to keep telling you the story, but I'm going to show you the sunset right now before it goes away completely. But Everly, so she's nodding off, finally falls out, and I got to listen to a podcast for a while, like a entrepreneur business style class that was really, really interesting and good for reframing the mind on like how you go about things and asking questions to people and stuff like that. And I feel like in everyday life, I'm pretty good at asking questions to people on a day-to-day basis, like when I'm talking to somebody and trying to figure out like ways that I could pretty much help them, right? And so that's kind of what these entrepreneurs do, is they figure out the needs and whatnot of the people around them, and they find value in that, and then they are able to give them whatever they need for value back. And it's quite interesting. I think it was Goggins who was talking on it. And so it was just interesting to hear his perspective and whatnot. So I think that's his name. I'm watching a bird right now dunk into the water right here. But it was really cool to get that perspective and that, to see things in a little bit different of a light than maybe like how I've been seeing them lately. However that is, I can't really say at the moment just because it's hard to evaluate and then put it out. I kind of have to like think through it all before I just blah, But I guess what I'm getting at is the fact that this is just mind-blowingly beautiful. But what I'm getting at is that like I've been enjoying like the thought process of all this, because I know that is going to be a season real soon where we're like putting all this into play, and I'm looking forward to that. And so I've just been listening to a lot of stuff related to entrepreneurial, like from entrepreneurial people who have been very successful and what makes them so successful. And I have a few things like in my thought process with like the big trailer that we have and what might possibly happen with that here in the near future, like in the next year. Are we going to sell it? Are we going to rent it? Are we going to find land and put it on a piece of land that we own in the next year? I don't know. There's so many moving parts and things that are happening, and life is constantly changing. But there was one statement that he made that was like kind of like, wow, that makes a lot of sense, right? Before you start an endeavor, right, whatever it is, you have to be in the right state. Not like place in the world, but state of mind. And so your state of mind, where you're at when you go to start like a new venture, matters the most. And that state of mind that you're in has to continue during the process. Like you have to find your way back to that state of mind during the process, whatever this new endeavor is, this new business. Because sometimes when you're in the process of a new business, you lose that state of mind, you lose that feeling, and then that business kind of takes a back seat. And then that's when you're not doing the things to benefit it. And you're making decisions based on maybe an emotion or something like that, that is not going to benefit the business. So yeah, it's just really, really interesting to think about like the state of mind first before we continue on, like in that business endeavor. And like, if you're in a business with a partner, you have to be on the same page with that partner, like from the beginning to the end of that endeavor, otherwise the business is going to fall apart. So yeah, it's just interesting. So it's like, that's why I think Alex and I always have to go back to the drawing board with each other and always talk about like what we want to do and how we want to do it. So that way we could be successful in everything that we do. But it's nice to like think about that. So that way we could go through what our next steps are here coming up shortly, especially since I just had my ACL surgery. And, we're kind of thinking about like, what are we doing next? Are we traveling Europe? Are we traveling Asia? Are we traveling just here? Are we buying a home and building? Or like, there's always so many thoughts going through our minds. So we have to get on the same page. And that's something that I'm going to make a goal here in the next like week or so to like strategize and do that. Right now we're on day 79 of vlogging for 365 days in a single year for 20 minutes a day. This is a commitment. It's 20 minutes a day yapping, talking about life, talking about things, how, what's just going on in our life, how we become successful, how we haven't, the things that we failed on. That's all going to be part of these vlogs. And so I hope you guys have been truly enjoying it. And while we've been doing it, we've also been collecting money for donation for different charities, nonprofits. And so the first one that we did was a nonprofit for kids that need food. And that one we raised over $1,000 for. Thank you guys so much for everybody who's helped us in that. And right now we're raising money for an animal shelter. I know that like animals themselves can't do anything to help themselves per se in today's day and world. And so we as the humans have the opportunity to help them, and that's what we're doing. And the story of Paco saving us is quite incredible. So click on the link in the description, go over there, read that story, and I bet that you're gonna wind up donating some money. I know it got me to donate some money because I donated $100 myself, and yeah. I will appreciate the help when you give it. And I'm just so thankful for you guys that are watching this today. This right here is my new bike. I've been biking on this since yesterday. I got my first round in yesterday, and today I got on it for 10 minutes in the morning and another 7 minutes in the afternoon. So I'm up to 17 minutes on the bike. My goal is to get to 30 minutes without any real fatigue in the knee and push past that 30 minutes. That's the goal. Right now, we are literally, when this comes out, it will be 4 weeks and 2 days, 4 weeks and 1 day actually, since I had ACL surgery. So I'm 28 days in tomorrow. I'm on day 27 of my ACL surgery healing process. And I feel pretty good, honestly. Like, I'll show you guys what it looks like for me to walk right now. I'm still not like walking perfectly, but like this is pretty good, like this feels really nice. I do have a little bit of a limp still, and like the knee is definitely still tight inside. And I definitely have a fair amount of scar tissue. Granted, my PT told me that like she's amazed by how well that I'm doing with it. Like, I did have a hamstring graft too, so I can't really work on that hamstring yet. So I'm looking forward to the moment that I get to work on that hamstring, because look, I'll even go backwards down. Pretty good. And then like I've been doing stairs where I could actually like step up and push. So yeah, it's getting good quick, But my PT, what she said was, she has me and another client that are in our later 30s, and everybody else, like other than us, is basically younger that she deals with, that gets through this process pretty quickly and is at the same kind of like extension and stuff that I am right now. But when you're typically at the age that me and this other person is, it takes a little bit longer. Not saying I'm old at all, because I'm not. I'm very young still. But 37, you don't heal the same as when you're 16. You don't heal the same as when you're 18 or even 20. But with that being said, I am healing very fast. I'm healing as if I was in my 20s, you know? And I'm really lucky for that. I'm really happy for that. And I feel good, you know? There's definitely some parts to it that are kind of throws your mind for like a whirlwind. Just like am I doing this right? Am I doing this wrong? Oh, this hurts a little bit. This doesn't. My leg is tired. My knee's tired. Okay, it's not. Like, you know, it's tough getting through all that. I'm gonna go inside because it's starting to get really mosquito-y, but the sunset was beautiful again tonight. The lighting might change a little. The mood might change in here a little. It's like more of a warm lighting and top-down lighting. But, oh, the day was just super busy, right? So when I got to the appointment, I've been allergic to a couple things well, at least I thought I was allergic to a couple things. One of them being mango. Like, I thought I was fairly allergic to mango because I've had some reactions after having smoothies and stuff. And so I went to a doctor in the US and I told him what happened, and he looked at me. He's like, oh, you definitely having like an allergic reaction to something. And we were in Florida at the time. And the only thing that made sense was 2 days, not in a row, but like one day I had the smoothie that was a mango smoothie, mostly mango and some other stuff. And I broke out in like full, like, I was starting to swell on my face. My lips were all bumpy and itchy and all this stuff. And then I cleared up like the next day or so. And then quite literally, my wife brought me home another mango smoothie and I drank it, and I went caveman mode right after it. And when I drank it, immediately after sipping it, I felt tingles in my mouth. So I was like, it has to be the smoothie. So I didn't finish it that time. And I went to the doctor, and the doctor said, oh yeah, you most likely have this thing that's like a growing allergy, and it's going to get worse and worse over time. But I went to the allergenist, and he pricked my whole arm, and he checked for like seafood allergy as well as fruits like a mango. And I had no reaction. And I'm quite surprised because I thought for sure I'd have a reaction to the mango one, and absolutely nothing. So I don't know what it is. And he did say that there's a chance that I could have an allergy to it when I eat it, but he'll have to have blood work done. So I will be going to get some blood work done here shortly to see if I'm actually allergic to mango. And honestly, guys, if I'm not allergic to mango, I'm going to be stoked because I think mango is absolutely delicious. And maybe there was something in it, maybe like pesticide or something like that, like maybe I had a reaction to. I don't know. But I am hoping that I'm not allergic to mango because I love it. And I would be really happy to eat it again. You know what I mean? Like, come on. Who out there loves mango? And who out there would be devastated if you had an allergy to mango? And if you have an allergy to something that's really weird, I really want to know, because I think it's so interesting to hear, like, you know, I have an allergy to this or this and I can't eat it. It's just fascinating. It's mind blowing. But yeah, so my day didn't stop. I got there and Everly's with me. I check in. Everly wanted to go. They had this like little cute corner where they had like kid books and stuff like that and color in. So we colored together. It was super cute and fun. And then the doctor called. So I was like, oh, I believe we got to go inside to the doctor. And we went inside. And the whole time she's like, Daddy, Daddy, can you read me this book? Can you read me this book? And I'm like, Everly, I'm talking to the doctor. Can you please just look at the pictures for right now? And she did. She calmed down and she did. And I really appreciate that she listened in that moment, because it's hard to talk to a doctor and have a child there at the same time. But the doctor also understood. And so from there, we left. And unfortunately, on the way to the appointment, she went to the bathroom in her car seat. And I did have to change clothes and all that, but now I had to like lay something down over the car seat so that way it wouldn't get on her on the way home. And everything all works out, so I'm not really worried about it. But it was just felt like it was kind of nonstop. And the way home, I gave her a tablet to watch. I think she watched Sesame Street on the way home, which is funny because it's something I grew up watching as a kid. And it was a nice time traveling with her. But then when I got home, I had like a very small opportunity window to come in, ice my knee, and I was absolutely exhausted. All I wanted to do was fall asleep, but I didn't, because Alex was getting ready to leave to go to book club tonight, and that's why she's not here tonight. For those of you who know, Alex is my wife, and I'm really excited that she's getting an opportunity to get out and go do something for herself, because everybody deserves that. And so yeah, it was really good for her to get out, and I had to put Everly down tonight. Everly did not want. She is very hard to put to bed at night. She's just such an active mind, and like she has this like FOMO. We rode her new scooter a whole bunch today. I tried to run the energy out of her, and she's just like a little Energizer bunny. Dun, 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 dun. I wonder where she gets that from. See? Yeah, definitely gets it from me. But yeah, it's cool to be busy like that. But it's nice when she goes down for bed, because then you can like take a deep breath and kind of go about whatever it is that you're gonna go about. For me tonight, I'm just gonna relax. I did a hell of a lot of walking on my leg today, which is great for it, and I'm happy that I did it all. But it definitely gives it for some swelling, and so I got to manage the swelling and stuff. Right now, it actually looks pretty good. There's not much swelling right now. You can see the difference in the knees. It's like a little. This is my good knee, we call it, and this is the one that I have a little bit of scar tissue here. This one's a pretty big scar tissue, and this one I've kind of broken down quite a bit. But yeah, just trying to keep it in the best place that I possibly can, because obviously I wanted to heal really good, and I wanted to be healthy, which everything seems to be going in that path. So I'm just going to keep on pushing forward and keep on trying to do the right thing. My scars look really, really good. Like there's barely any scars there at all, which is kind of cool, because I thought for sure I would have like these kind of massive scars. So yeah, it's real nice to see that is looking good. Everybody talks about this numbness that you have in like your leg and like the top part of this knee, or the bottom part of the knee, I guess I should say, like right here. I feel everything. I don't really have any numbness whatsoever. I'm wondering if it's like when you get on a knee, like to kneel, like maybe that sensation might feel weird. I really kind of want to do that, but I don't think I'm supposed to do that yet. I have been doing squats. So one of my workouts has been to do, I can't really see from there, but to do squats, like come down, back up. So this is what I'll probably wind up doing tonight, is a little bit of a workout before I'm getting the knees over the toes and coming back up. So before bed, this is what I'll do is I'll do my workout, probably take a quick shower, and that's basically it for tonight. But I appreciate you guys. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me. Love you guys so much, man. This means the world to me. Thank you for sharing your thoughts as well in the comments. I read them all the time. I don't always write back, but I read them. So I do really, really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for becoming members as well. It's been 20 minutes, and I'll see you tomorrow.